They'll probably say, where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flow, chew you out, ain't fair. Jordan pants don't...
Yeah, I'm back. Anyways, man, you already know what time it is. Yeah, same shirt because I decided to do a video right after that. I forgot to put this out in my last video, and it's basically for the people that, and this is like, this kind of inspired me to really do something of this nature, because after Whack 100 made his thing calling Nipsey Hussle gay because he might have took part in an alternative lifestyle, which is more, if he was more on the line of like a cuckold situation, or somebody that just enjoys actually participating or having people participate in his relationship. As far as like sexually, it's instant gratification. It's something that he might have liked, and I'm nobody to speak on him about that. But this is basically to put this out here to any couple that's out there that really wants to tell your story on a non-judgmental podcast. Get at me. I am Zod. This is Neil the Zod, but I have Zod Vision, and I will be interviewing a few different cuckold, and hopefully I can get a few swingers on the channel too as well, to give people a different understanding of exactly what it consists of to be in that type of lifestyle. Now it's going to be a lot of different aspects of I guess sexual gratification that I will be covering. So for the people that might be offended by that type of content, you might want to avoid these videos. They're not going to be graphic, but as far as like the language and the things that they talk about may be unsavory to your ears, especially if you're one of those that are easily offended by people being overly sexual. But yeah, for the ones that I already got, I plan on interviewing them soon. But for the people that are really interested, because I want to get a panel of people that live those type of alternative lifestyle. You don't got to be supermodels. You ain't got to be 20 years old. If you're somebody that have been in that lifestyle for a while, or you're new to it, and I need you to come on here and tell my audience exactly what made you get into that lifestyle, how long you've been into it, and what's the motivation behind it. Because I think a lot of people are also ostracized for not wanting to live the regular way of life. They find enjoyment in adding others to their group. You have polyamorous. I plan on finding people that have those type of relationships that want to talk about it. Polygamous, whether it be so-called polygamous, whatever. Of course, not every polygamist is a Mormon, so I think a lot of people would enjoy hearing about it, because I think a lot of people get a misconception when they think of polygamy. They just think about a dude that's basically using these women to get his own sexual gratification off them, when in fact, if you believe in the Bible, it will depend on which one you read. It tells you right there, having multiple wives, and not everybody may agree with it, because we have our own notions of exactly what life consists of and what the standards of life should be, and they're not always what we think they are. Like not everybody is good to be in a relationship where it's just monogamy and it's just them, it's just him and her, and him, or her and her, or whatever form of lifestyle that you walk. It's not always going to be enough for just that person. And when you run into people that are like-minded, you connect on a level greater than those who have been in monogamous relationships their whole life. Sometimes the missing piece to these relationships is having something other than what you have already. But of course, that's why you have like sister wives, and it's not like you're bringing in a person to your relationship that doesn't want to be there, and the person that you're with, it's not like you're forcing on them. They're basically the one that's really getting to choose. Like, you might have a taste for it, but they're really the one that's getting a chance to choose. Now, people might be the like, what is this fool talking about? Like, I have absolutely no idea of what that life consists of, and you'll be partially correct because I'm not a polygamist. I think polygamy is a viable, but I'm not a polygamist. I've never partaked in polygamy. I've never been in a situation where it was polyamorous, even though that one was something new to me, and I don't necessarily see anything wrong with it because I think it's more about the matriarch. You know what I mean? It's like, and I use that word out of context slightly because I think it's more based around her instead of him. And when it's polygamy, it's more about him and and them, of course, but him. He's the that guy. And I think polyamorous is more like she's that woman, which most of the time women are that women are that woman anyway. You know what I mean? Because for most of us, you can't live without it. Like it's like it's something that even if you could live without it, why would you want to live without it? And it's no shot at anybody living an alternative lifestyle as far as like LGBTQs or gays or whatever, because you choose to live your life according to the way you want to live it. Nobody can really tell you anything. I don't tell you nothing because I don't really care. It doesn't affect me. It only affects me when you try to do certain things and force it. You know what I mean? It's just, hey, hey, you're cool, boom, that's it. Like, we ain't gotta be like on some other shit. But with that being said, let's get back to what I was talking about. So I'm sending out a call for all couples that live that sort of lifestyle. Whether you're a cuckold, maybe you want to come on and tell your story on what it's like to be a bull. And for the people that understand, bull is basically the guy that's there for the cuckold couple. Now you have different levels of that because you'll have cuckolds that invite a bull that's bisexual, and if he's bisexual, then he deals with both of them. And then you have the bulls that are primarily just for her, and most of the time he's either being filmed or he's being watched. And cuckolds and people that are into voyeurism it's that line right there. Like I said, I can only give from my perspective as far as like bull. I won't go into all that, but I've been known to partake in certain things and be knowledgeable of certain things. I'm not no spring chicken when it comes to certain aspects of deviation. But to each their own, you know what I mean? So I really don't have nothing against people that live that sort of lifestyle. It's what they choose. It's what makes them happy. Some guys they have issues, so when they see things that's like having a live porno, they get excited. And then you have females that they don't want to leave their man, but their man is not he's not enough. It ain't necessarily what he's packing, it's just they're looking for something a lot more spicier, so they add a bull to the mix. You know what I mean? And then the bull, and it's even better when the couple are both into the same thing. I mean, not necessarily like the guy's taking part in it, but when he also gets enjoyment out of watching, and it's funny that people like to downplay, when people partake in that, but you're watching porno, and most guys, I don't care what you say, you've watched the porno, and some of you probably watched some way out, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know what I mean? It's a rite of passage, it's a whatever, you know what I mean? It's just, you can't really down talk. But yeah, basically this video is just asking for that, and explain certain things. I'm sure I've went into a few different things. I'm not trying to, classify these movements and these lifestyles. Like I just know everything, but I can tell you from like certain, that's a different story entirely. But, whatever lifestyle you live as far as that sexually, I applaud you. It's take hold of your body, do what you want, because in the end, you die. You will live your life and then you will die. We were born to die. We don't live forever. We are not immortal. And don't be a prude your whole life, and in the end find out that you wanted something different, and it's too late. You got to live your life. So yeah, for all the cuckolds, bulls, swingers, polyamorous, polygamous, if you want to, if you don't mind exposing your lifestyle, hit me up, man. If you can either put in the comments, or you can hit me in my if you have IG, you can hit me on my DMs at zodtrece, all lowercase ZODTRECE, or you can hit me on the music one, which is FMO Zod, which is all lowercase FMO lowercase underscore ZAUD. And I'll respond to you as quick as possible. We can set up this interview. Of course, I want to talk to you for a second to vet you, to make sure you just ain't bullshit. But if you really don't mind getting interviewed, man, hit me up. And that's for anybody that's living that lifestyle. Even some of you cats that are may be upset at the fact that I've not necessarily spoke against the LGBTQ community, but people that want to explain their side of the story. I'm not that type to where you being in my vicinity, it bothers me at all. If you want to come on and you want to explain what your movement is about, I'm willing to hear, because I'm sure there's a lot of people on my channel that want to, they're curious about it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and yeah, hit me up. And I'm out.
Kneel before Zod!